Really?
I've been working since I was like 14.
Okay.
Not saying that I had a bad life, because my life was great. My parents, they were always there for me, and whatever I needed, if I needed guidance, they were going to be there. So I thank them. And I feel like me coming from a small town and coming from Mississippi is what molded me into the person I am right now.
Welcome back to the Abundant Behavior Podcast. I'm your host, Ali Banks, and today I have a very special guest with me. So it's weird how we met, but they always say that hard work recognizes hard work. This is somebody I ran into on social media, and I could see instantly this was somebody that was driven in the gym. And for me being a gym rat, I always like to acknowledge women who are in there going hard. You know, we connected like that, and you know what I'm saying, we stayed connected ever since. But I was so inspired with her hard work that I definitely had to get her on the show. You know, I don't want to take up too much of the floor. You know, I'm going to let her go ahead and introduce who she is. You know what I'm saying, a little bit about what she does. My good friend, Ambria.
Hey, I'm Ambria.
Where you from? Tell them what you do.
I'm from
Just a little bit about your background.
I'm from Canton, Mississippi, a real small town. Not too many people know where that's at. I'm in the Navy. Been in the Navy for 5 years now. Not too many people know that either. So.
Okay, yeah. You try to keep that hidden or not on purpose? Or
I mean, not on purpose. I'm a pretty private person anyway,
Right.
so it's not really on purpose. Like, if you know, you know.
Right.
And if you don't know, it's not a secret.
You know, so how was your upbringing like, and how did that mold you into the person that you are today, if you could say?
Being from the country, it's kind of like, it's already hot out there.
Right.
And I'm not a tablet kid. My parents was like, yeah, you're going to go outside, and when you're in high school, you're going to work. So
Really?
I've been working since I was like 14.
Okay.
Not saying that I had a bad life, because my life was great. My parents, they were always there for me, and whatever I needed, if I needed guidance, they were going to be there. So I thank them. And I feel like me coming from a small town and coming from Mississippi is what molded me into the person I am right now. Like, most people, if you come from like a city, like something that's very busy, but I come from somewhere small. So even coming from somewhere small, I'm always think big.
Right.
So I'm always going to have a drive. Like, yeah, I came from here, so I have to prove something.
Okay. So it gave you an edge.
Yeah.
And you said you were working since you were 14, so I'm sure that's where your hard work and that
Yeah,
ethic came from.
I always been like a hard
in you.
worker. I feel like most people that come from the South, they're just built like that.
Yeah,
to
but
be a hard workers.
I'm from the city of Chicago, you know what I'm saying? We work hard too, but it is a lot of disconnects. Like, I've never been fishing. I've never been hunting. You know, it's those little things.
It's the small things that add up.
So I got love for the South because I have my grandma's from Arkansas, my dad's from Birmingham, Alabama. So I do have love for the South. But what inspired your fitness journey? Is there anything specific that was going on in your life around the time when you started working out?
I mean, one day, I've just felt like when I first started working out, I was like going down a bad path. And I feel like God was just like, I see she's not going to do it on her own, so I'm going to just help her out a little bit. Okay. Like, I was drinking. I was like, and it got to the point where when I was doing things that my family didn't like, and it just was affecting the people around me. So, you know how people be like, you can't change overnight? Like, I literally went out one weekend, and when my friends were like taking pictures of each other, and I looked at that picture and I was like,
yeah.
I was like, who is that lady? Like, that is not me. There is no way that that's me. Like, and the drinking and the eating and just me in general. Right. I just wanted to change everything. So I just literally woke up and I was like, yeah.
Just time to get in the gym.
It's time to go. Like, I don't got time to waste. Like, I'm really just losing myself.
It's the realization. And I'll tell you, I have a similar story to that. One day I was in the mirror and I was looking at myself and I was like, ooh, it's the picture I always post all the time because it was that realization that day that I knew I needed to change. I didn't know exactly how I wanted to change, but I knew first I wanted to start with my body.
Yeah.
You know, and then, you know, I started to see results and I was like, okay. And I got connected with, you know, a group of guys out here that were, you know, mentoring me, telling me to read books, stay in the gym, pray, get around God. So I think for me, it was the change of the environment and the realization, the self-awareness. So that's definitely really dope because the more I worked out, the more books I read, my mindset just kept elevating.
Yeah, I feel like it's like beyond the point of just fitness. Once you start caring about your health, everything else just starts to follow. Like, once you start working out, you're like, okay, I'm working out, but you watch what you put in your body. Then you watch what you watch on the internet.
Right.
Then you watch what you read. You watch what you see,
Steps.
and you watch the people that you hang around. So I feel like once you start working out, everything else just falls into
in
place
line.
because you're like, all right, I'm doing this for me. If I'm doing this for me, then I can't have this around me anymore, or I can't talk to that person anymore. I can't do the things that I used to do because I'm evolving into something else.
Right.
Like, I'm not that 200 plus pound person that just was all the fun and doing all the drinking and didn't go to church and didn't really care about life. Like, I'm a new person.
Yeah. Was it hard for your friends to accept that change when it was happening?
My friends, they were like my biggest supporters.
Very supportive.
The only thing that they really didn't like, they were like, "You're not gonna drink." They was like, not a shot.
Yeah.
They was like, just a little bit. But then when I was just like, no, they was just like, okay, she said she's not gonna drink. So that's just what it is.
That is what it became.
I still got invited out. They still were like, yeah, we want you to come here. Or they'll be like, yeah, we're so proud of you.
Right.
And those are the kind of people that you need. Like, those are the kind of people you want to keep around. You don't want the people that's going to be like, oh, she said she not going to drink.
Right.
So let's just not invite her.
Exactly.
Or, oh, she said she not going to eat this. So we got to go somewhere else. You don't want the people that's always like, oh. You want the people that's like, okay, you don't do this, so we're not going to do it either. Or you don't do this, or we're going to find an alternative because we're in this together. Those kind of people.
Yeah, I think for me, at first, it was just like removing myself from people who kept trying to remind me of things that happened in the past. Like, all right, we get it. Like, I'm trying to move past that. And you get people around who every time they see you, remember when,
Yeah.
Like, bro, I don't want to, that's
I don't want to remember.
Yeah, listen, I'm trying, you got to get around people who hold you accountable but don't hold things against you.
Yeah.
So was it hard for you to start your fitness journey? I know as a woman, but anybody in general, just getting into the gym, it could be really overwhelming. The new equipment, the people.
I was head in first.
Yeah.
I had a goal. That's just me, though.
Right.
Like, once I think about something, if I know I'm going to do it, that's just me. I'm head in first. I'm all in or I'm all out.
Right.
So even if I didn't know what I was doing, I could be doing the craziest thing
just
and doing
in
it
there.
so wrong. I'm in there. And most of the time, if you're a woman going to the gym, there's always going to be a woman that you look at and you're like, yeah, her body type, that's what I'm aiming for. Because she's in the gym every day and that's where I want to be. And most of the time, they're going to come over there and they're going to help you if you're doing something wrong. You just got to be willing to take the criticism because they're never going to be mean. Like, they're always going to be like,
Right.
you're new to the gym, and they're gonna be like, yeah, instead of doing this, you should do it like this.
So it's a very welcoming environment.
Yeah,
I think
it
on the
is.
outside looking in, not a lot of people, they see that because even if I see somebody doing something wrong, I walk up to them because
Yeah.
it was people like that in the beginning for me. But everybody's not receptive to that as well. So
Yeah.
you just got to take that in mind because the
Yeah.
gym can be overwhelming.
Yeah.
Like place like Iron Asylum, if you brand new, I wouldn't just go in that gym.
Yeah, I wouldn't. If you brand new, please.
Because I started out at One Life.
Me too.
And then the weights got too light, and then I went to Iron Asylum, but I went back to One Life for the child care. But so it's because I walk up to people. I had people come up to me multiple times, even still to this day, just remaining coachable in the gym it's like super important.
Yeah.
So what is your driving force right now? Do you feel like your purpose is connected to what's driving you?
Yeah, like right now, I'm in the gym because I feel like this is me for the rest of my life.
Right.
Like, there's no stopping. Like, I lost the weight. I'm at where I want to be, but I got to keep going because who knows what I can do? Like, who knows what I can do next? Who knows where this is going to take me? Like, you just don't know. You got to keep going.
Yeah, you never know.
Yeah.
So,
like, I'm somebody's motivation. So if I stop going, they're going to be like, wow.
Yeah.
Like, out of the blue, you just stopped going to the gym.
You never know who's watching you.
You never know.
There's a lot of people who hit me up randomly. Like, man, I've been watching you for like a few months, man. You inspired me. I've had multiple people, man. I needed that video.
Yeah.
You never know who's watching you. There's somebody right now like checking your story. Is she in there today?
Yeah.
Well, let me get up. She ain't go. All right. But
Yeah.
you never know because somebody was that for you as well at one point.
Yeah.
It was that motivation, just like a distant mentor. Like you don't know who you are for somebody right now to this day because a lot of people won't say it,
Yeah.
but they watching. Can you remember a time, when you had to get out of your own understanding and just fully trust God? Because I know as people, it can be hard to just lean on God.
Yeah.
Maybe it's some bills due, right? Maybe
Yeah.
somebody is sick, and it's just like, all right, I need to do what I got to do. But sometimes your hands can be tied, and you're like, all right,
Yeah.
God, I know you trying to move. Can you just move it for me real quick?
That was literally when I first started my fitness journey, and I was like changing, and I was like, God, I know I was doing wrong, and I know I made some bad decisions, but I just want to thank you for pulling me out of that situation. Like, I literally full force just gave him everything. I don't have a worry at all. Like, everything I do now, I do without worry. I just do it with God. Like I used to worry about so much. Like, I used to worry about, oh, what if I don't do this today? Or what if this happens? Or what if this happens? Or what if I can't do this? And now I'm just like, if it's for me, it's just for me. If it's not for me, it's not for me. So
yeah, I think you got to go through that tug and pull.
Yeah,
with God
you definitely have to go through the tug and pull first.
Because I went through it as well, but he always show up right on time.
Most definitely.
He always show up, and it be in the craziest ways. It could be people, it could be a little money here and there, but it's always random. But because I try to live like that now too. Yeah. But sometimes it can be hard because you like, all right, I got a son. Like, all right, God, you told me he's gonna show up for me. Like, all right, you know, yeah. Because you can get anxiety and worry, but if you just sit back and just chill, let life be, and that's how I live. I live life one day at a time. I just sit
back and I chill, because once you let God in, everything changes. The way people perceive you change. Everything changed. Like, we literally went from being big to being small. Like, my whole facial structure changed. Right. Like, even I get up in the morning and I'm glowing. I just woke up. Like, it's a Monday morning, I'm ready for the day. It's Tuesday, I'm ready. Like, Monday through Sunday, I don't have to fake it. I'm literally just getting up, doing my routine, and I'm happy. Because no matter what, I know God is always going to come through in some way or form. Whether it's going to be today or it's going to be tomorrow. Like, I'm not worried.
You said something super key. You said you don't have to fake it anymore.
Yeah, I don't have to fake it.
So getting up and like wearing that mask, like, this is happy. This is you. This is me. This is the anointing from God.
This is me. Like, I'm going to get up at 4 a.m. and I'm going to do that 25-minute Stairmaster. And then I'm going to come back and make breakfast. And then I'm going to go to work.
Every day.
I'm driving to work and I'm probably listening to TikTok sounds. I'm so happy. Like, so happy. And I get to work. I'm like, hey, how y'all doing? Everybody's like, I'm like, yeah, I went to the gym this morning.
I'm ready to take on the day.
Yeah, I'm ready. I'm like, time to get off. It's 3 o'clock. Yeah, I see y'all later. Same thing tomorrow. Same place, same time.
Same time. Same person.
Same person.
Same God energy. Look,
same energy.
I be telling people all the time, like, okay, it's okay to sleep in.
Yeah.
That's perfectly fine.
That's fine.
It's okay to get up and eat junk food. It's okay. Like, that's perfectly fine. But compared to the person that got up already, they prayed, they meditated, they've been in the gym, they done ate something healthy, they ready to take on the world. Yeah. People wonder why their mind's so clouded that anything can agitate them and anybody can throw their spirit off.
Yeah, you woke up at 5 o'clock this morning and the only thing you had was a Tortito's pizza. I'm so confused.
Pizza, but that used to be me. So
me too. That's why.
I just say it from a point of understanding, like, I get it, I understand. Everybody not there yet. But I'm just letting you guys know, like, the gym is where it's at. Yeah. I've been in there so much that it gives me like a dopamine hit being in there. Like, it's like brushing your teeth. You get up, you brush your teeth, you wash your face. The gym on the list for the day. I feel like that should be a part of everybody's routine. You have habits that can create your life or destroy your life.
Like, you never know what's going to happen through that day. Like, you never know who you're going to meet at the gym at 4 o'clock in the morning.
I've met a lot of people in the gym.
Like, when you go to the gym at 4 in the morning, that's different than going to the gym at 5 p.m. The people that go to the gym at 4 in the morning, they probably got like 100,000 in their bank account right now. And they're trying to give you pointers while they're over there. They're in there working out and talking at the same time, or they probably not talking. Yeah. When you go in there 4 in the morning, it's silent, it's quiet. People are just working out. You go at 5, it's kind of like a club vibe. People are still in there working, but it's so many people in there.
Right.
Normally, people who work like a 9 to 5 or people that's in the military, But when you go at 4 a.m. and earlier, they don't play around. They don't play.
It's crazy because I've met a lot of people. Like, they say that God aligns you with the people that you need. And I've met a lot of people in the camera industry in the gym. I've met people that, I'm going to ODU. I met a guy in there that shoots commercials for ODU, and we connected just like that. But it's also a point of, like, this is the world. This is the environment. Everybody in here is consistent. Everybody in here has habits. And so that's the environment that you need to be in. That's why I'm in there every single day.
Everybody in there wants to be successful. Yeah. Like, there's not one person that I've met inside of the gym that doesn't have a goal, that doesn't want to be successful, and that doesn't already have a routine.
Exactly.
Like, they're already on their way to being if they're not already there, they're already on their way. And they're already on path. Yeah. Most of the people in there are God driven. Like,
because people don't understand how, listen, it's days, people, I'm telling you, it's days that I have that I don't want to do anything. I don't want to get up. I don't want to make any content. I don't want to be, posting. I just want to be to myself. But it's somebody that need me, and so that gym is the place that I go to ground myself. Yeah. A lot of people, they say, can I work out with you? I tell people all the time, I work out alone. Unless it's somebody that's also locked in like me. I'm not here to play. I go by myself, and I'm going to get it in, regardless. So I'm my own driving force in that gym.
Yeah, on that subject, like, I do not mind going to the gym with anybody. But I always give a warning. Like, I'm not going to take it easy on you.
No, yeah, we're going to go get it in.
We're going to go, and you're going to do the same thing that I'm doing, or probably more. I'm probably going to push you to do more just to see your limits. But I do not mind going to the gym with anybody. Normally, I work out alone. But I only work out alone because I get in there, I put my headphones in, and I'm getting to work.
For sure.
But I always want to motivate people to go, or when people need a guide, I'll go too. But some people just... let me go to the gym with you, and they don't be serious.
They don't be serious.
Now that's that right there. That's when I'm like,
that's why I just don't go with anybody at all.
I'm like, okay, like you go to the gym for 2 days and then you're not in the gym anymore.
Are you looking up to anyone currently? And if so, why is that person so important to you right now?
I mean, I'm really not looking up to anyone, but if it had to be somebody, it would be my mom.
Right.
Because not too long ago, when I was growing up, she was a bodybuilder.
Really?
Yeah, and she was a bodybuilder. She used to do the competitions, win the bikinis. And I used to look at my mom, and I used to be like, yeah, that's never going to be me. The gym, huh? Muscles, what? I'm never going to do that. Right. And now look at me. Now I'm sitting there in my videos. I'm like, Mom, like, look. Can't believe what I did in the gym today.
Listen, like, they be saying if you want to know what you're good at, just look at what your parents did.
Exactly.
My parents, my whole family are creative people. Just when it comes to working with their hands, sewing, creating stuff, painting. All of my family, and so it's what I'm naturally good at because it's inside of me. So it's important that you realize that. It's like it came back full force.
I was like, I'm never going to get in the gym. Lifting weights, that's not me.
Right.
And now look at me.
Yeah. So that brings me to my next question. With the fitness, where you see yourself taking it as far as making a brand? You want to be a trainer? Where you see yourself? You want your own line of clothes? What is it?
Yeah, I want all of that.
Okay.
If I could do everything that I put my mind to, I would literally do it.
Do it all.
Like
having your own gym and everything.
I do not know how to sit down. Like I do one thing, I'm already on to the next. Like I'm always doing something. Like whether that's education or with myself or anything, I'm always on to the next thing. So me going with fitness, I would love to like have my own gym in the future, have my own line, have my own everything. If I can, I'm going to. Like that's the goal. If I can do it all, I'm going to do it. Rather I hurt myself trying or I make it, I'm going to do it.
So is it more so that you seen what the gym did for you and you want to give that to others?
Yeah, like I want to have if I was to have a gym, I would love to have an all women's gym.
Okay.
Like pink everything.
That's dope.
Women's bathroom, like nutrition, everything. I would like to have an all women's gym. Because gym. Like when women, my interactions with women in the gym are so great. Like we don't even know each other. But this girl just hyped me up like she knew me for 20 years.
Right.
Or like I already have like 5 people's Instagram. They're already sending me what they ate for today. Like they're giving me pointers of what to do, things that I didn't even know. Or like if I'm having a bad day, they're probably like, I see you having a bad day, but you ain't here for a reason. So we're going to come in here, we're going to do what we got to do, and we're going to get out of here.
That's dope.
Yeah.
That's one thing that I do notice about women is y'all not afraid to compliment each other and to build each other up. You know, as men, we have this ego to us. We trying to lift heavier than the man next to us. We ain't really I'm trying to get you out the way. You know? That's something that I'm trying to like steer away from, like get in the habit of complimenting men, telling them they look nice without it being weird. You know, so that's one thing I commend about ladies because y'all stick together. So having that all women's gym is going to be very profitable. Yeah. You know, you got to have a guys day though. You got to throw that in there once a year with a guys. You know what I'm saying? You can't just leave us out completely now. You know what I'm saying? So as a woman, do you feel like you have to work twice as hard with the industry being predominantly a male industry just to get noticed and recognized? Do you feel like the women that you see, content creators, not to get noticed? Nah, not at all.
I definitely don't think that. Like, when I get on my TikTok or when I get on my Instagram or Facebook, the only thing I see on there is women. Maybe because it's me, because I'm a female, but I feel like even if you were to put me beside the biggest person, they'll still be like, dang, that lady, I wonder how much she can deadlift. That's a lady? Like,
you be going crazy.
Like, I wonder how much she can do. Like, she's really in here working. Because for a man, you can put on muscle, and that's just men. Men are known for going to the gym, wanting to be muscular. But a woman, you can be a woman, lift super heavy, and still look feminine and still be as beautiful as can be. Like, there's nothing that can match that. Like, I feel like for women to be a content creator is so easy. To go to the gym. I don't feel like you have to compete with men, because 9 times out of 10 the men are looking up to you, because they're like, women's leg days are nothing compared to their leg days.
That's a fact.
And to be a woman, to lift that heavy and still implement chest days and back and tricep, like, you're doing everything that a man can do, but at your own pace.
Yeah. And
you're still putting on muscle, even though you can't put on as much muscle as a man can.
Okay, that's dope. So what some advice can you give the women that's just starting out, that's overwhelmed? You know, they may not have that mentor coming up to them, giving them instructions, and they want to go so bad. They want to get, but it's just so overwhelming. What advice can you have?
Just get in there.
Yeah.
Like, you just gotta.
Do you recommend a trainer first starting out?
No. The only reason why I don't recommend a trainer is because I feel like if you want it bad enough, all you have to do is do the research and get in there. Because that's all I did.
Social media is putting it in your face.
That's why I'm saying it's in your face. There's coaches on TikTok that will give you the blueprint.
I learned so much on Instagram.
All you have to do is get in there. Like, I came this far with no trainer. And all I did was do my research, look up what was healthy, what's not healthy, and then I was in there, straightforward, head first.
And just implementing.
And I just kept going with it.
So how long has it been since, like, you started lifting? How long has it been for you?
It's been almost 2 years.
Okay.
Like, it's been a year mark, and it'll be 2 years coming up March. So it's been a year and a couple months now.
What year are we in?
We're in 2023.
Yeah. I think 2020. Yep, so 2020, I think, or somewhere around there.
It's like 2022 for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's been a minute. That's dope. So how do you feel about the women that undergo the surgery for the BBLs? But, you know, I see a lot of them promoting the waist trainers, the fitness. How do you feel about that? Let's talk about that for a little bit.
How I feel about that is, you know, if I'm all about women doing what they love for them, but when it comes to getting it done and then promoting it in the gym, like it's gym grown, it's kind of, I don't really agree with that, because you have
the face to the people that work hard. You
have like young ladies who are not in the gym and they want to get in the gym to look just like you. Then you got young mothers that's probably going through postpartum depression, and then they don't know that you got a BBL. So then they're looking at you. They're like, yeah, if she can go in the gym, she's 30 plus, I'm going to get in the gym and I'm going to look just like that. But little do they know that's what came off the table.
Right.
So I feel like if you're going to promote it, you got to take in the fact that there's people that want to look just like you. But they're never going to look just like you, because that's not possible to get something like that out of the gym, and you just got it off of the table.
Exactly.
So it's just key factors that I just don't agree with it. I mean, get your bag, but I just don't agree with it, because I know that that's how people lose motivation. Like, I'm never going to look like that. Or she's in the gym, and I've been in the gym for 2 years, and I still don't look like that.
Right.
So.
Yeah. So it's really the people, you looking at the people that's coming behind you for the most part.
Yeah.
That's dope. I like the key aspect. And I feel like if women do have the BBLs, and obviously you want to maintain it. So just broadcast that this is a maintaining phase, and this is what you want to do to maintain it, because it's a large area of women that have them. So that's a whole nother market in itself.
Yeah, you just got to be like, look, I'm fresh off the table, but I'm going to maintain this. Like, I'm going to stay in the gym. So these are workouts that I do to maintain. Do it if you want. Do it if you don't. But
Right. That's very dope. So is there anything that you want to leave the audience with, a quote? Is there anything on your mind currently?
I'm always looking at quotes
Okay.
all day. Like, I'm always posting a quote. Like, that's me.
Right.
Like, it was this quote I saw earlier today. It was like, do it broke.
I seen that.
Do it broke. Do it alone. Do it unsure. Do it with somebody. Just do it. Like, no matter what you're going through, no matter how you feel, you just got to do it. Like, that, you never know if that's going to be your big moment.
Exactly.
Like, any moment can be a big moment. No matter what you go through the day. You can go to work. It's probably 7 o'clock in the morning, and you can meet somebody, and that can be your ticket. Like, right now could be your ticket. Like, you never know. This video might be your video, or this might be my time.
Yeah, exactly.
We just don't know. You have to treat every situation as if it's your ticket.
I like that.
So you just got to do it.
Just do it. It might be your ticket.
Yeah.
You know, it might take episode 1,000 for me to blow up.
That's what I'm saying.
Or it might be episode 1, season 2 that helped me to blow up. You know what I'm saying? So you
just
got to
do it.
Just do it. I like that. I definitely appreciate you coming out. You dropped a lot of wisdom on us today. Some gems for the ladies. This was definitely a great kicker for season 2, episode 1, for the Ladies Fitness. But I appreciate you guys for locking in on this episode. Stay tuned for the next one, and we only going to get better.